Hey guys, it's Maddie from CraftyLore, and I have my journal here with me because I wanted to show you how I utilize some of Rosie's stationery into my journaling. I guess a mini flip through because I'm trying to find a page to work in, and I sped through it because I didn't want you guys to really focus on some of my personal writing. I wanted to show you really some of the ways that you can use or incorporate bits and pieces in your journaling. So it's a little bit awkward for me because you're getting to see like how I play with my journal and it's not very pretty, but it's about what makes you happy. And for instance, like this magazine piece that I glued down to my page, I accidentally glued it upside down, as you can see right there. And I didn't mean to do it, but you know, things don't have to be perfect. They just have to make you happy, and you can always work around it. And besides, there is no such thing as perfect. So here you see some images I threw down there. Those iguanas are from I think a newspaper from the 1920s that I salvaged, and I really like the coloring, which is why I glued it to that particular page. Some medieval mirage there, and I think this is the page that I decided to work on. I've already set aside some of the items that I'll be using from Rosie's subscription box for January. And I'm grabbing the botanical washi tape. It's one of my favorite washies that I have so far. Just love the colors, the greens and the purples and the browns, and it's quite whimsical, to me anyways, I think so. And so I used several pieces of that washi into this page. These salmon colored ephemera pieces are stickers, and I ended up using the one that said bone fertilizer, even though later on, which you guys won't see, I ended up covering the word that says bone because it was bothering me to see bone peeking out as I opened up the page. So I had covered it up with a sticker, I believe, but I didn't record that part. Now I have this beautiful flower stamp, which is part of the subscription box for January, and I want this to be the focal point of this page here. But it was quite large, so I ended up tearing the top and bottom parts of this paper to have more leeway with the rest of the page. And I put that in the upper right hand corner, and I used that as a flip out. I did some writing on the back of that beautiful floral stamp. And now I'm just trying to see which pieces look best where. And I decided against the brown ephemera stickers because there was already enough brown on the page. And I grabbed the bone fertilizer sticker, I put that behind the stamp, and I just align it to how I like it. And once I'm happy with that, I grab some other stickers to put on this page and the opposite page. And these are the pelican ink stickers, at least the one on the right is with the lady and the pelican. And the one I'm holding in my hand right now is a fountain pen ink. So I'm just trying to decide how I want to place it. And once I have an idea of how I want everything to look, then I'll work on to the next piece. So that way I can get an idea of how the end result will be before I permanently paste or glue anything down. And so I like how the washi was looking at the very bottom part of this page, so I go ahead and trim it a bit. And oh my goodness, it was freezing cold in my room at the time of the recording, and it was like 63 degrees or something in my room, I remember. And my fingers were actually pretty numb. My fine motor skills were almost non-existent because it was just so cold. And I did a lot of editing out all of my fumbling and trying to peel the backing off from the stickers. It was literally taking forever. So luckily you guys won't have to witness my humiliation in trying to take apart the stickers. But yeah, it was just like even trying to trim around this fountain pen ink image here, I was having such a hard time because my fingers were not wanting to cooperate. I think I even used the tweezers to help me place the stickers down because I was really worried my clumsy fingers would place them incorrectly or haphazardly on the page. So I needed some of the maneuverability that the tweezers would give me in placing the stickers down on the page. Once I'm happy with that, I decide to go ahead and work on the opposite page. I put the bone fertilizer sticker down first, and then I want to see where I want to put Rosie's wax seal, on top of the white part of the page or on top of the floral stamp. And I decided to put it on the floral stamp, but before I do that, I want to do some journaling. And so I'm going to journal for the 19th of December, and I'm using my Sailor Pro Gear Ocean fountain pen to write out my thoughts. And it's a beautiful fountain pen. It's my second favorite fountain pen, only to Pelicans. And it's a blue-green, almost teal colored translucent type barrel with some rhodium trim, and the nib unit, which is where the ink is coming out from, that is a 21 karat nib, and I think it's a medium nib, and it's just beautiful. I do love this pen a lot, but not as much as my Pelicans. Pelicans will forever be number one in my heart. And so once I'm done writing out my thoughts for that day, I go ahead and glue that piece down with some art glitter glue. Make certain that I'm still able to flip it open, so if I want to go back to read, I can. And then I am going to use a few more pieces of that beautiful washi tape that Rosie put in her subscription box for January. And I'm going to use this beautiful purple flower type plants onto my page. One, because I do like the look of it, and two, because the ink of my fountain pen is purple, and so it goes very well with some more writing that I do a bit later on. And the name of that plant I decided to put on top of the bone fertilizer piece there. And yes, I did some more editing out of my fumbling and trying to get the stickers apart from the backing. My fingers are actually tingling just thinking about how cold it was. It's so funny. So I'm happy with how that looks now. So I'm going to add the personalized bookplate that Rosie puts in all of her subscription boxes for her subscribers. Has your name on there. And so I put it on that back end of that page there to the left. And I really like how that looks, so cute. And so I decided to go ahead and write a poem, or a part of a poem from Emily Dickinson, and it says, I pull a flower from the woods, a monster with a glass, computes the stamens in a breath, and has her in a class. And one of these days I will make a journal, a Emily Dickinson type journal. I can't wait, because I really love her work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this journaling process slash flip through. I'm a little bit embarrassed to like show so much, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of like how I use some of the stationery products in my books. And you don't need to buy stationery, or you know, you don't have to have a subscription. You can just use magazines or old newspaper clippings, whatever makes you happy. Just throw it on your page, and then the rest will come, you know. But if you are interested in using some of the items that you see in this video, I'll put Rosie's stationery shop link down in the description box below. And in the meantime, I will be putting up a giveaway video in a few weeks from now. But until then, you guys have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you soon. Bye.